What's going on, everybody? This is Reaper and I am back with another video. Alright, today we are talking about Star Wars Outlaws. I actually finally finished it last night, so I am actually done with it, but I wanted to give you my overview on what I thought of the game and a quick clip of the actual ending, but it is actually a very fun game, and I actually found it a lot better than Fallen Order. I found it a lot better than Jedi Survivor. It was a humongous challenge, but I actually got through it, and it was actually a very good story, so I actually rather enjoyed it. Now, this game is a little bit hard to get into when you first start it, but once you get past the main beginning, it does actually get a lot more interesting. So I think that what the takeaway from doing this game is that not all games should be played the same, and they should all have their own unique style to them. So, and I think that this game did have really good style. It had you do a lot of things that I have never actually seen produced in games before, so they were actually really fun. They had you slicing doors, they had you pickpocketing, they had you stealing, they had you shooting, and the combat in this game, considering it was just blaster fire, was actually kind of fun. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot better than Jedi Survivor with the lightsaber and stuff like that. So, and it added more tactic to the actual game, which I thought was kind of cool. But my favorite part of this entire game actually is this section right here. I actually had to take down a Imperial cruiser, and then I had to take down a Star Destroyer, which was really fun. But the story in this game is superb. I thought this game's story, once it came to full fruition, was actually really good. And I hope they do actually make a sequel, because that would actually be really dope. But the fun factor of this game was the fact that you could basically do the missions in any order you saw fit. So you did not actually have to do the missions in a certain order. They were randomized. So what you had to do is you had to basically pick and choose which mission you wanted to actually go through first, which was actually really fun, and I actually enjoyed that. Games that have like linear storylines and have stories that just go down one plot line is kind of boring. So I like the fact that they actually allowed you to do your journey in this game in any order that you saw fit. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. You did see Darth Vader. You did see the Imperial army. You didn't see the Emperor, which I thought was kind of okay in my eyes. I thought that this game's storyline wasn't that deep into the Emperor's territory, but they did have Darth Vader, so that was actually really fun. And the Darth Vader was basically the contact in which the main villain was actually communicating with. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. But the one takeaway from this section at the end that I will give to players is that you always have to keep moving, and you always have to regenerate outside of enemy fire. So you actually, to do this mission, you have to fly around a lot and actually heal your ship before you go back into actual combat. So you see on the screen how my health is wicked low. In about 2 seconds, that thing is going to recharge, and then I can basically go boom 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 boom. See, so that was actually kind of a critique in this storyline. And then the other thing that I had it was a rather too stealthy in certain locations. I thought this game was a lot more stealthier than Assassin's Creed, which I thought was kind of a surprise, but it was wicked stealthy. So if you don't like stealth games, I don't suggest you play this, because this game requires a lot of stealth in all missions. So it is a humongous grind. But the fun factor of this game was the fact that the story was really good. The characters were well designed. The plot line, I thought, was absolutely superb. I did not have an issue with this game, but it did take me over 25 hours to beat. So it was a long game, and it definitely can't be done in one day. So I definitely concur that. So that was actually kind of fun. Let's see, there's a Star Destroyer. So the fun part of this for me was the fact that I had never played a game like this, and that Star Wars Outlaws was an actual new addition to the actual gaming industry. So I thought that I would finish it in August, but I actually did not. I actually finished it last night, so I actually finished it in September. So there you go. And then the next games that I'm gonna get are Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero, Black Ops 6, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So those are the next games on my project list to do. So that's the important part. I want to give a quick shout out to all my new subscribers, and I want to give a huge thank you to the amount of views that I got on my Shanty video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for actually viewing that and giving it 160 views. But back to Star Wars Outlaws, I think that this game is the beginning of a new franchise for EA. So I think that's actually going to be kind of interesting. But we are going to be kind of what do you call it? We're going to be in a state of new games come all fall. So I think that's going to be kind of a good thing. And the one thing that I did not like about this game was the fact that you had to keep doing checkpoints over and over and over again. You couldn't save manually, so it saves on its own. And then basically, if you do not reach the checkpoint by the time you die, you have to start the checkpoint all over. So that was kind of really annoying. But I thought the space combat in this was really good. I thought that the character, the enemy tactics was actually really well designed. And then there were certain missions in this game that actually were really fun. I thought the Tatooine planet was actually really fun. I liked Jabba the Hutt and seeing Han Solo frozen in carbonite. I thought that was actually really cool. And then you also do a lot of smuggling and a lot of actual work for the syndicates of the Empire. So I thought that was actually kind of interesting. And at the end, the syndicates actually come together and they actually help you get out of the mess that you're stuck in. So I think that's actually a really good twist to the story. But the fun factor to this for me was the fact that I could basically play this any way I wanted. I thought that was actually really good. And then shooting down the Star Destroyer was actually a really fun thing to do last night. So I thought that was actually really cool. And the ending to this game left you kind of in a cliffhanger. But there is a scene at the end of the start credits, so make sure you watch that. And then after the credits roll, you just go right back to the cantina, and you will immediately can do side missions and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I just focused on the main storyline. I did not do any side missions whatsoever. So this game could be a lot longer if you actually did all the side missions, but I just did the main storyline like I always do, so that's what I did. But the fun the funnest part about this game was the fact that you got to fight in space. That was awesome. I actually cannot believe how good the space combat in this was. And you had a few missions in space, but you didn't fight in space all the time. You were always on planets. So when you actually finally got to fight in space, that was actually really, really cool. And I did like the fact that this game's character story was focused around family. I did not expect that actually twist in the storyline, so that was actually kind of fun. But this was all about camaraderie and brotherhood and a humongous revenge story, which was really cool. But anyway, this is it for the video. I hope you guys liked it. Enjoy, and I will see you guys later.